I can't make a nuclear bomb. Nope, I just made an atomic bomb. I don't want to do this. Let's try New York. No!
Maybe you should play this game more so you actually know what the fuck a killer's power do.
Maybe you should play this game less and get some bitches.
I can't get bitches.
Why not?
I can't find them.
I've checked IKEA.
I
don't know where else to go.
Do you know how hard it is to find bitches around here, huh?
You're in Sweden. Get a femboy.
I am a femboy.
Yeah, but find like another one.
Why would I find a femboy when I'm a femboy?
So you can. There's
Fuck
no
a femboy?
answer. There's no answer to that is gonna be good, or probably allowed on Twitch. So I'm just gonna leave it.
Wanna hear a little song that I've made just for you? Hello!
Okay, that was good. Don't do it.
What?
Apple, I know what that model can do. No. Ah! He took my wallet! And then he left the instance! Yo, this is rigged! This is so rigged! And then he just left!
Yeah, but he ran straight into the public portal.
That bitch. You know what?
The green one.
Blue.
The green one.
If I explode, I kill you in real life. And Minecraft. Ah. Scared me.
What? That scared you?
I was on edge. Apple. What?
You think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human?
Let's just say, if you were a cosmic entity, and this my and I and my peanuts was wait a minute. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
It's a fake one. Trust me, it's a fake one.
I don't. You know what, Apple? Fuck you. You're the one who got us killed. No. You, the one who got us killed the apparatus last time. I'm gonna save us by using this fire exit. Damn it.
I'm gonna use this fire exit.
Shut up.
Real quickly, I'll be back.
Okay. I don't know you. I know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I know you. I roughly know you. I 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 don't know you. I know you. Okay. I don't know from Zentrea back. Alright, these guys I don't fully know. The rest, some of these I feel confident. Oh wait, I don't know you. Apple, you said you're going to the bathroom and you're going to be back. You traitor, you trickster, you tricked me. Apple, how dare you? Apple. It's in the chat. You go in the timeout corner.
What? The fuck?
There you go. You're in the timeout corner now.
Wait, I'm in the timeout corner?
Yeah, how's it feel?
Aww.
I won't talk to you. Oh man. Romulus is the newest Alien movie. It's called Alien Romulus.
I don't even know what Brofemus is.
Apple. Ow. I'm healing. And your penis is dead. I'm sorry. Nah, it's not. What, when I... Dude, my shotgun shells are gay. See, they have a little... They got... there's only two sexes. The one I have with your goldfish, and the one I have with... I don't think it's I don't think the question I'm asking is crazy.
I feel like I'm gonna have to like do an entire essay just to keep CJ happy.
I'm asking why you picked a fairy and you're getting really defensive. I don't know what else to say.
I'm just saying I would pick a fairy and then you just bring up these random ass fucking questions.
Random?
Like, why would you pick a fairy?
Apple, I love you. Say it back. 200 IQ. Oh, thanks, Apple. Can you clip Apple tricking me? I remember I remember I was streaming this and I was like, yo, Elizabeth's pretty, and then I paused for Apple. Someone
Well,
please...
you heard it here, folks. CJ is apparently afraid of farts.
Can someone please clip that too? Oh my god! That bat's distracted me. How are you doing today, Curly? I'm doing good. Sock puppet repeatedly open and close Curly's mouth. That's a fucking trophy. Well, I'm using him like a puppet.
Well, you fucked me, CJ. Thank you.
How?
What the fuck? Take CJ.
Apple. You. Can somebody in chat please click that, please?
Console in your PC.
Yeah.
Like that is like the only thing I know of right now that you can actually delete it.
If your computer ever gets too hot,
Oh, no,
pour a
wait,
little
no,
water
wait.
on it.
Oh, no,
Cool
wait,
it down.
No, wait. Okay, okay, I know. Okay, I know one.
Jesus
I know one
Christ,
tactic.
Apple, calm down.
Sorry.
Apple's like losing its
Guys,
fucking
guys,
mind.
listen.
Guys,
I can
Apple,
delete
guys,
this over
please.
YouTube, guys, listen.
Listen.
Shut the fuck up.
Guys. Jesus, we weren't even saying anything.
Oh my fucking god.
But we weren't. We were just singing silently. You're like, guys, go. We were just like,
CJ, shut the hell up, okay?
He became one of the fucking monsters in the game just to tell us that he knows how to delete System 32.
No, fuck off. Okay. So, this is something I watched on a YouTube short. So apparently,
ah! Who started viciously vibrating? That's the. Oh, geez, dude, her pants are going. Is she a? Hello, milady. Are you one of those futinaries that the internet has talked about? Ooh. Okay, I'm done. Don't clip it, and we're not going to talk about that ever again. Apple, you seem like the type of person that would be a cuck.
yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what? What did I say yes to?
Clip it. Someone please get that.
Please clip it.
What did I say?
Cash, please. I know where this is, guys. Guys,
Oh my fucking
you wouldn't know where this is. But this is
Valley of
the
the Kings.
Hello. I zoomed in too much. This is the very famous Valley of the Kings. Not many people know that. That clip will end in a sec. Whoa.
Get fucking destroyed!
There's no way. That was not.
Clip will end in a second, I swear. So, long story short, I wanted to do a little stream today. I have no fucking plan. There is no single plan going into this. Hello. Yeah, I wanted to stream, but there's literally like there's no plan. I didn't have a game planned. I couldn't think of one I wanted to play enough. Like everything's good, but it's such a passive game. I want to like do something a bit. You know. There was a RoboCup game I have, but I just don't have the time to like install it in time. And just a bit of stuff like that. So I have nothing like immediately in my brain where I'm like, yes, this is something we can 100% play. You know? So I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I want to check, is there any Fears to Fathom? To Fathom. I'm looking for maybe something like that. Yeah, Woodbury, Lookout, Carson's, Northwood Hitchhike, Home Alone. Yeah, that's it. What about Humble Bundle or anything there? Like, I want to play like a good horror game. I want to get back a little more into horror stuff. Dungeons and Dragons Classic Collection, Devil May Cry Collection, Borderlands 4 Collection, Indie Roulette? That's kind of cool. Pixel and Cartoon Enthusiasts. Okay, what's the Borderlands one? 1, the pre-sequel, 2 VR, 3, Tales from the Borderlands, New Tales from the Borderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderland Chaotic Raid Edition. 4. Yeah, $15. You get like almost all the Borderlands games. That's pretty sick, actually. Devil May Cry one's sick too. So you get all the DMC games for $27. So to be fair, the problem is I have 5, which we beat. Wait, we beat Devil May Cry, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. Am I losing it? Did we not beat Devil May Cry? No, we must have. So remember we freed Virgil. Right? That must have been the end, right? Oh shit, did we not beat Devil May Cry? I'm trying to think about that actually. I did that. I did that. I did that. I beat that thing.
Dante's not gonna die. And I've lost you. You got some... I had the feeling the first...
Oh my god, I don't think I ever beat Devil May Cry 5 on stream. I definitely didn't. Wait, I 100% didn't. Also, I've gained more subscribers, which is good, but I do like that it saves all my lives too. This is pretty sick. But where's the last... What's the stream that I do it? I'm trying to find it. Observe, VR chat, Apple Bummer to my calls, geo-guessing, repo with friends. I am the sword that isn't broke. Is that it? It's only an hour stream. Did I cut out or something? But yeah, I can stream later than usual. It was, yeah. 4:30 last 2 days? No, wait, I was playing V, but I know I got past that part, didn't I? Okay, wait, there must be one stream past that. Gone. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Okay, that's GeoGuessr. Me side. Good, how are you? Hello. Oh, there it is. There's less one I played. There we go. Axel's the one with the tires. I think I'll wait. Yeah, I essentially had like the last fight and then I just stopped playing it. Holy shit, there's no way I did that. Okay, on a side note though, I don't know if I should just randomly stream the ending of me playing Devil May Cry 5. Because I know some other people, well, I know like Legito, I think, yeah, like one or two other people were kind of watching that. So I will actually be good and schedule it because I am going to post a schedule today. So I will make sure that is scheduled, which will be good. Okay, wait. Schedule. And then I'll do it's okay, yeah, you're right though. I have no idea. Yeah. I'll try to be good and I'll let you schedule that. And then Friday I'm playing games with Nakuma actually. We're playing at the Hunter, but I don't know what time, so I gotta like talk to him about that. I want to play Power World right now. That'd be a cool one though. I don't have Xbox Pass anymore too, which I feel like kind of limits me sometimes. But I wasn't using it enough near the end. No point going and playing Dark Souls. Crap game. I don't want to reactivate my Xbox Pass either. And even if I did, I'd have to download like Liza P or something. Let me go to the Xbox app quickly. I'm curious. Yeah, this I'll turn on my screen share. Also, sorry, I usually have a little more organized. Okay, actually, I'm not much more organized than this. Because I got rid of Game Pass. Let's just see all PC games. What have they added? Cooking Simulator. Because I did have Lies of P through this, which hopefully it's still on here, and I wonder if they got the DLC. I hope it does, because that's like if I have to re-download it to play the DLC. I remember I did Resident Evil 2 and 3. At least I did 3 for sure. C, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Limbo, Lego, Blade Frontier Lost, Little Nightmares 2. They don't have Liza P on here anymore? Oh shit. So I knew you had it anyway. I should eventually play the Evil Within too. Yeah, because I would have just played it. I would have maybe gotten it on this. It doesn't look like they have Guilty Gear either, which is kind of silly because on this I do have the pass and stuff. Okay, wait. What do I play then? Let's check the horror section. Can I search just categories? Is that a thing? Tags. Let's go horror. Is there like an indie tag? Let's go horror indie. See what we get. Drive Beyond Horizons, The Birth of Isaac Rebirth, Subnautica. I should play that eventually. I got The Forest. I got Little Nightmares 2. I got Don't Starve Together. Stray had through Xbox Pass. That was great. I just played Undertale. I don't want to play Undertale though. Omori? I don't even know what that is. Demonologist. That was a weird one. I am excited for the next Puppy Playtime. Still Wakes the Deep also was on Xbox Pass, so I can't even get the DLC for that either and play that. Mouthwashing was good. Fear and Hunger? Ludo? Little Nightmares, LS2, Bunny of Isaac. Oh, bruh. 3. That's pretty sick. I do want to play Little Nightmares 2, but I don't know. I'm not dying for. What is Firewatch? Is Firewatch actually a horror game? Like, is it? And can I get it cheaply on G2A? Because that'd be cool. I just don't want to spend a lot of money right now. I'm a little, like, payday's coming up. So I'm just like trying to take it easy. Of course that has my whole legal name on it. That's awesome. Oh, God. Let's do... I think it is. I've seen it. It looks cool. Can I get it cheap on G2A? Because I believe it's come on sale a lot. Let's say Canadian. Oh, that's the GOG key. Oh, and as a Steam gift, you get it for $36? Dude, that's more than the game is worth on Steam, right? Yeah, what the hell? I eventually do want to play What Remains of Edith Finch. Into the Pit was good. See, we played all the Fears of Fathom. I'd love more games like that. Pro Country was great, by the way. I love that. Oh, really? Is Dark Deception done? Oh, Available 2025. Yeah, because I was like, is Reception done? Apparently, no. Last chapter still has to come out. If you buy the complete edition, though, you'll get the final chapter when it releases. Like, you'll get it for free. Yeah, I was gonna say, geez. Okay, let's go to my library. What do I have? And to be fair, I tried buying one of those joke like hentai bundles. Okay, let's go to software. Let's go to group. Actually, let's just see all my games. I bought one of those joke hentai bundles, and so I have some of those games in here. So there's gonna be some dumb weird ones because I don't know how to get rid of them. There's Yu-Gi-Oh, Witcher 3. I think I streamed a little bit of that. Like, I know I was playing it. I wasn't like, I don't know if I'd want to stream it. The Walking Dead was good. I believe I played most of that on stream. If not, I played it all myself too, which is good. Viscera, Valiant Tribes, Party's game. I just got Undertale. I don't really want to play it. That'll take too long to download. This is the Police is good. Do I have this still installed? It was good, but it was just such a, like, I felt like such a backstep from the original, or from actual, like Resident Evil. See, Chained Together, if I get a buddy, it's not gonna fawn. Choo Choo Charles hasn't really updated in a while. Content warning, buddies. The Complex, ever play this? Like, hey, Godly. Yeah, dude, I have no idea what I'm going to play. Let me install this. It's 3 gigs. Okay, my internet's going to go to shit while I download stuff on here. By the way, so if you see everything start crashing, let me know. I know I played The Dark Descent. I never played A Machine for Pigs. I could always play that. I could always play A Machine for Pigs. I like playing Bigfoot, but I always lose terribly at it. Blackout Club's good with buddies. Castle Crashers good with buddies. Callisto Protocol was okay. I was excited to play it, but I never streamed Doki Doki, but I never played Doki Doki, but like I know too much about it and I've played it myself, so there would be nothing like new. I don't know. This is one of those free games I got. I bought Fury, but I don't know if I'm like dying to play it. I don't want to play GTA 5. Nah, there's 2 other games I got. Hollow Cure. Which one does? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely just a romance game. A sweet, innocent romance game. Fuck it, I'll just play School Days on stream. Hugh, that's kind of interesting. I'm on Restoration, dude. They're too passive. I wanted to go Park to continue. Ironling was good, but it's so short. It's such a short playthrough. Leisure Suit Larry would be funny. Lethal Company, again, I need friends for. Played Me Side, that was great. My Friend is a Raven. That's good, but that's so short. Played My Friendly Neighborhood, that was good. That's fair. I don't know why I have Never Alone. I think it was in a pack I got. Oakwood, Only Up, Omega Strikers. Yeah, I have that. I played Observation. Papers, Please. I don't really want to play. I think I played it a while ago. I do need to play Pseudo Regalia. That's true. Corey, I played that. That was great. Have to be good with friends. RoboCop, I will play. Actually, that is 100%. I'm going to stream that game. But it's, I think, like a 50 gig download, and I just don't have time. Yeah, 37, 40 gig download. Apparently, though, it's a great, so I'm actually excited to play that. The Batman Telltale games I'm interested to play, but again, right now, I want to play something. I want to be involved. I don't just want to be passively playing something. There's the Sam & Max games I got, too, which I'm excited to play. So, you do need... True. We should... Is this really all my games? How many do I have? 240. I thought I had, well, that, like, it sounds a lot, but like when you look at it all, I don't know. I feel like that's not that much. Okay, I'm not gonna change the thing, but we'll play the complex. I don't think I've played this. Yeah, this looks for not even. I probably downloaded it and forgot it like years ago. Oh, insert tape. Begin. How you doing, God? They haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, man? I don't believe I played this one. I know I played 1991. Oh God, is this causing my computer to lag balls? Oh. This is like the precursor. Apparently there's a later game that actually costs money. Oh, movement is all weird. I'll cap you at 60. I was like capping the frame rate. I feel like if you keep the frame rate unlimited, let's keep it all mid actually, because I'm streaming. Okay, that's better, though. I think I used to be able to see it on that hallway. Okay, one sec. Okay, game capture. Complex. Okay, this is what we're going to play. I'm not going to change it or anything, just because we'll just stay in just chatting, because I may switch this really quickly. different. Feels like there's like a storm. I am the storm that is approaching. This is weird. Yeah, that game, I hear it's great. What do you think of it? But thank you. It's good to see you. I always love seeing you. I don't know what the arrow means. Left, forward, right. Does anything happen, or is... I wonder if something eventually will happen. Library. Yeah, we had one here recently. Oh, cool. Okay, we're at the library. Nice. What's that novel, High Rise? G. Ballard's novel, High Rise. What's that about? I don't think I've ever heard of that, actually. It's like a little classroom? Another one. Weird. Oh, tall chair. Oh, taller chair. Okay. Oh, that texture changed. I want to go back in there. What's up? Dystopian psychological horror novel about how the upper class members of luxury high-rise building withdraw increasing With the cocooning walls of the building that carries every need. So the building does everything they desire? Okay, now we're in a mall? Oh yeah, Cash, did you not hear us talking about the RoboCop game? I didn't know there was an old one, but I'm gonna say this looks very pretty, but this whole game just feels like walking simulator. You know what I mean? Oh, you're good. But yeah, this is very like bleh. From a little bit ago? No, they came out with one like what, like half a year ago? Okay, do I want to do something different? What was that noise? Oh, did they? Okay. I'm sure there's something to do here, but like, this is boring. This is so boring. I'm out. Uh, I can play Sonic Adventure 2 maybe. But I don't know if I'm feeling, I don't know. I want to play something like Fears of Fathom. I really like those games. I've kind of been craving them, but like I don't want to replay one because I already know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be like any interesting things in it are gonna be taken out of the equation. Yeah, there's Home Alone, which I think was the last. No, first one. Yeah, Carson House. Northwood Hitchhike. Okay, I know we did Ironbark. I know we did Woodbury Getaway because that's like the winter one. Did we do Norwood Hitchhike? I feel like I must have. This looks familiar. I must have played this. Oh, this is her at a motel. Yeah, she's at a motel and I think someone's trying to break in. I think is the story of this one. Okay. Because what it shows in the trailer, I don't recognize it. It's just random. Norwood Hitchhike. There's Markiplier playing it. One sec.
My name is Markiplier, and this is Fears to Fathom. I can't call my stuff.
Yeah, because it's the motel. I remember this one. Sorry, I was just showing like her driving the car and stuff, like the very basic stuff that takes 2 minutes in the game. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Bandai Sendere fidget toy?
Okay, so what is this exactly? In 2007, Bandai started releasing a series of toys called Mugen ni Dekiru series, which means you can do it forever series. A series of toys that mimic the sensation of things that people just enjoy doing and want to keep doing it. For example, the Infinite Edamame, which mimics the feeling of popping an edamame bean from its pod. Of course, when you talk about edamame, you gotta have beer. So you have the Infinite Beer Can to give you the sensation of opening a can of beer. Other toys are the Infinite Tearing, that mimics opening a box of snacks, the Infinite Tokoroten, that mimics squeezing Tokoroten noodles out of a Tokoroten cutter, and the Infinite Chocolate, that mimics breaking a square of a Meiji chocolate bar. But the very first one that ever came out, and the most popular one, is the Mugen Puchi Puchi, which translates to Infinite Bubble Wrap. So the way Mugen Puchi Puchi works is that you have 8 buttons on its face, and it mimics the sensation of popping bubble wrap. Due to following the specifications of the actual trademarked bubble wrap by Japanese company Kawakami Sangyo, the size of the buttons and the spacing between them are the same as an actual sheet of bubble wrap. Even the sound that comes
That's interesting. Shit, I want to keep killing time doing nothing.
In 2025 and 2026, horror games are shifting gears, not just in how they look, but in how they play. ILL.
Actually, yeah, let's see what new horror games are coming out. Actually, that sounds pretty cool. I need some new horror game ideas. Let's see what's going to be coming out soon.
Is a first-person horror game developed by
Hill.
Cloud Games,
Yeah, I saw
a small
this.
studio from Russia that's taking a bold, intense approach to visuals and atmosphere.
This looks sick,
Built
but this
with
looks
Unreal
insane
Engine
on my
5,
computer.
The game features real-time body deformation, one of its most striking mechanics that makes every encounter feel raw and brutal. You play as a character trapped inside a ruined biotech facility, now overrun by failed experiments and grotesque mutations. Not much is known about the narrative, but the game leans heavily on atmosphere and psychological tension rather than long cutscenes or dialogue. Visual fidelity is a major focus. Gunshots, limb damage, and environmental details are all rendered with unsettling realism. Shooting an enemy's arm
So
can shatter
what you're saying is my computer will catch fire if I run
a
this.
headshot tears flesh depending on the angle and force. The physics react dynamically, enhancing the intensity of combat. Gameplay revolves around survival. Ammunition is scarce, crafting is essential, and not every enemy can or should be fought head-on. Several gameplay clips show physical interactions like manually opening doors or dragging objects, suggesting that even basic actions come with risk and consequence. Sound design and lighting push the tension further. Flickering lights, distant footsteps, and narrow corridors create a constant sense of unease. There's little reliance on cheap jump scares. The discomfort comes from how real and close everything feels. ILL draws clear inspiration from classic body horror films, like The Thing, as well as gameplay influences from Resident Evil and Half-Life 2. But it isn't just copying. It's pushing horror forward by fusing technical detail with deeply unsettling imagery. There's no confirmed release date yet, but since its showcase at major gaming events, ILL has become one of the most talked about indie horror titles. Its commitment to immersive fear and physical tension sets it apart in a genre that rarely goes this far. Number 2, Resident Evil Requiem. Resident
Nice.
Evil Requiem is Capcom's next mainline entry in the long-running survival horror series.
I'm
set
excited
release
for
on
this,
February 27,
but
2026. The game brings back
I don't know, I'm a little weirded out on
the
that.
atmospheric tension and resource management the franchise is known for, while also pushing the series into a more cinematic, next-gen direction. The story centers around Grace Ashcroft, a new protagonist and FBI agent investigating the death of her mother. Her search leads her deep into the ruins of a reimagined Raccoon City, a place still haunted by past experiments and buried corporate secrets. Unlike previous entries, Requiem blends both first-person and third-person perspectives, allowing players to switch between them depending on playstyle. What stands
I would play that 100% third person.
out is the visual fidelity. Built on Capcom's RE engine, the environments are dense with detail. Abandoned metro stations, flooded labs, and decaying skyscrapers filled with mutated life. Lighting and sound design are tuned to heighten dread rather than deliver cheap shocks, bringing the player back to the slow burn horror that defined early Resident Evil games. Gameplay focuses on tight survival mechanics. Players will need to manage limited resources, craft items on the go, and make difficult choices in combat. Enemies aren't just bullet sponges, they're fast, unpredictable, and often mutated in ways that affect how they move and react. Some are immune to light, others adapt to your behavior. New mechanics include an upgraded partner AI system and investigative segments where Grace must uncover clues, solve environmental puzzles,
Me too.
and piece, but now with more visible effects on the player isn't trying to relling and grounded just as in the player. Blends legacy Silent Hill F. Silent Hill Japan 2.
I'm excited for
Landlords
this.
through a foot home
Okay, but
vision is what defines
I'm very excited about F, but I also, same with Requiem, I know about this game. I want to see what I don't know is coming out. So let's just skip to that.
installment in the Dark Pictures anthology by Supermassive Games, and it
Ooh.
marks a significant departure from the series' usual format. Instead
didn't know
of haunted
this.
houses or war-torn villages, this chapter moves the horror deep into space, specifically a remote planet known as Tau Ceti. Set in the far future, the story follows a group of colonists on a terraforming mission gone wrong. Something is hiding beneath the surface of Tau Ceti, and it's not human. The narrative revolves around a growing paranoia among the crew as they begin to suspect that one of them may no longer be themselves. True to Supermassive style, Directive 8020 is an interactive cinematic horror experience. Players control multiple characters, make branching decisions, and face life-or-death situations where a single mistake can get someone killed. This time, though, the threats are less about ghosts or demons and more about identity, trust, and something alien that can imitate you. The game introduces a new mechanic called turning points, which alters a character's behavior or motivations permanently based on how they process trauma or react to others. It adds depth to the already tense decision-making, making every choice not just about survival, but psychological change. Visually, the game leans into cold sci-fi minimalism, sterile corridors, flickering consoles, and quiet halls that feel more claustrophobic than any cave or crypt. The design echoes films like Alien and The Thing, and it's clear that atmosphere takes priority over action. Directive 8020 is also notable for its updated engine, with smoother facial animations but with a stronger sci-fi edge. It's scheduled to launch on October 2nd, 2025, and may very well be the most narratively complex entry. Number 5, Dying Light, The Beast is Techland's next. Only now, the world with a reworked.
Yeah, I'm not really a Dying Light fan. Let's get this. Number 4, though, that Supermassive game does seem pretty good, because I do like those. Yeah, I'm going to skip Dying Light, not a big Dying Light fan.
Number 6, Little Nightmares 3.
I am excited for this. Me and Reddy were talking about
one of the
this.
most stylistically unique horror franchises in modern gaming. This time, the development has shifted from Tarsier Studios to Supermassive Games, known for their cinematic horror titles, but the eerie charm and unsettling tone of the series remain intact. Set in a new twisted region called the Spiral, the game introduces two entirely new protagonists, Lo and Alone. These children must navigate a surreal and dangerous world, working together to escape grotesque threats that tower over them, both literally and emotionally. For the first time in the series, online co-op is available. Each player controls one character as they explore fragmented landscapes stitched together by nightmares. Those who prefer solo play can still experience the game with AI controlling the second character. The world of Little Nightmares 3 continues to thrive on silent storytelling. There's no dialogue, just movement, expression, and the slow discovery of a world gone wrong. Whether it's a floating house suspended in fog or a forest made entirely of broken toys, every location tells a piece of the larger puzzle. Gameplay sticks to the franchise's formula: side-scrolling platforming, light puzzles, stealth, and moments of intense chase. What's new is a stronger emphasis on environmental storytelling and character synergy. Lo carries a bow, Alone wields a wrench, and both tools serve both mechanical and narrative purposes. Visually, the game continues its tradition of muted colors, exaggerated proportions, and haunting lighting. The art direction leans into themes of childhood fears and distorted innocence, creating a world where safety is always just out of reach. Set to release on October 10th, 2025, Little Nightmares 3 will be available on all major platforms, including PS5, Xbox Series, PC, and even Nintendo Switch. Despite the change in developers, early previews suggest that the game retains its core identity, a quiet, deeply
I
disturbing
didn't know it switched companies.
journey through a nightmare to find. Only this time, it's bigger, meaner, and far more disturbing. Set in the year 2091, the game takes place in a world controlled by the biotech megacorp Horzine, where horrific experiments have spiraled out of control. You play as a member of Nightfall, a rogue paramilitary group fighting back against waves of engineered monstrosities known as Zeds. These aren't your average zombies, they're fast, mutated, and creatively grotesque, each one designed to challenge both your reflexes and your stomach. Killing Floor 3 is a first-person co-op shooter at its core.
Okay, I've
Teams of
never
up
played
to
any of the
6
killing
players must survive.
floors, so
Number 8, The Occultist. The Occultist
maybe it is. When did this video come out? A month ago, could have.
is a first-person supernatural horror game developed by Pentakill Studios, built around paranormal investigation, possession, and psychological unraveling. It's set on Godstone Island, a mysterious, fog-drenched location filled with decaying architecture and restless spirits. You play as Alan Scott, a detective with the ability to connect with the dead through occult rituals. Sent to the island in search of his missing father, Alan quickly finds himself drawn into a larger mystery involving cults, haunted artifacts, and the blurred line between spiritual visions and reality. The Occultist is structured more like a narrative-driven mystery than a traditional horror shooter. There's no combat in the conventional sense. Instead, gameplay revolves around exploration, puzzle solving, and ritual-based mechanics. Using tools like a spirit lens, arcane symbols, and ceremonial objects, players must interact with the environment in ways that change both the physical and spiritual worlds. A
Weird.
unique feature is the seance system, where players must communicate with ghosts and interpret fragmented memories to uncover new paths or warnings. These moments are heavily atmospheric, whispers in the dark, ghostly shadows moving at the edge of vision, and sudden shifts in reality all contribute to the unease. Visually, the game leans into cinematic lighting and photorealistic textures. The environments are richly detailed: candlelit halls, flooded crypts, forgotten chambers lined with occult markings. Every room feels lived in and cursed. Audio is another highlight. The developers are using binaural sound and reactive ambient noise to intensify the tension. You might hear creaking floors from the level above, or the slow inhale of something watching you from behind. Currently planned for Q1 2026, The Occultist will release on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. It's not an action-heavy horror game, but if you're drawn to quiet dread, layered mystery, and slow, immersive tension,
That could be
this
sick.
one may be worth keeping on your radar.
I'm
Number 9,
excited for that.
Chronos, The New Dawn. Chronos, The New
No, it's Bloober. It's Bloober, guys. It's over.
Dawn is a sci-fi survival horror game developed by Bloober Team, the studio behind The Medium and Layers of Fear.
Shit, it's
Known for their
Bloober.
psychological approach to fear,
Oh, no,
this
not
time
Bloober.
Bloober is going full physical, introducing mutated enemies, environmental hazards, and body horror in a dystopian off-world colony. Set in a crumbling megastructure on a distant planet, Chronos places you in the role of a lone technician tasked with restoring power to a facility long abandoned. At least, that's how it starts. It quickly becomes clear that the colony is not empty. Something has survived, and it's changing. Gameplay blends traditional third-person exploration with resource-driven survival mechanics. There's crafting, stealth, and limited combat.
I like the outfit.
But everything is designed to them. Research labs over
It looks good, but it's just generic action sci-fi game.
growth, flood experiments, and some the world organic growth between synthetic and biological starts to blur. One of the most striking features is the mutation system, where your character's body begins to change based on environmental exposure. These mutations offer both buffs and drawbacks, creating a dynamic risk-reward system that affects movement, perception, and even the ending you receive. Expected to launch in late 2025, Chronos, What You See, But What You're Slowly to is a direct sequel to Frogwares' Lovecraftian detective horror game, taking everything direct sequel. Number 10, The Sinking City 2. The Sinking City 2 is a direct sequel to Frogwares' Lovecraftian detective horror game, taking
Ooh, I gotta
everything
play The
from the
Sinking
first
City.
installment and pushing it into darker, more disturbing territory. Built entirely from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, This sequel promises deeper storytelling, more reactive environments, and horror that doesn't just lurk, it floods. Set in a new coastal city also plagued by supernatural decay, the game once again puts players in the role of a lone investigator. This time, however, the threats are more immediate. While the original leaned into open-ended casework and psychological dread, The Sinking City 2 adds survival mechanics, scarcity of resources, and more visceral encounters. The city itself is alive, or rather dying in slow motion. Streets sink beneath rising waters, buildings crumble into the sea, strange vegetation and barnacle-covered symbols creep across every surface. Exploration is now tighter and more dangerous, with each district hiding its own ecosystem of madness, cult activity, and otherworldly interference. Investigation remains at the core of the gameplay. Players will still follow clues, piece together fragmented memories, and make deductions through a revamped Mind Palace system. But choices now carry greater weight, changing who lives, who turns on you, and what form the city's descent takes. Combat has been expanded. You now face creatures that defy logic, twisting masses of flesh, waterborne abominations, and things that move like they're being pulled by invisible strings. Ammunition is limited, and mismanaging it could turn a manageable encounter into a fatal mistake. The sequel also leans further into psychological instability. Sanity is no longer just a meter, it affects perception, sound, and even your journal entries. The more you uncover, the less certain you are of what's real. The narrative embraces this, blurring the lines between investigation and hallucination. The Sinking City 2 is expected to launch in late 2025, bringing with it a more focused experience, less open-world sprawl, more narrative density, and a heavier dose of cosmic horror. For fans of slow-burn dread mixed with mystery and survival tension, this could be Frogwares' most ambitious title yet. Number 11. Ritual Tides. Ritual Tides is a narrative-driven survival horror game set on a remote island where ancient rituals, folklore, and something far older than humanity begin to resurface. Developed by Vertpaint Studios, the game blends psychological tension, occult mystery, and environmental storytelling in a way that feels both grounded and surreal.
Oh, what's this game
You
like?
play as a stranded outsider, a researcher or traveler, depending on how you build your backstory, who arrives on the island after a storm cuts off all communication. The locals are quiet, the atmosphere is wrong, and something is clearly happening beneath the surface, both literally and spiritually. What makes Ritual Tides unique is its emphasis on cultural horror. Rather than relying on monsters or gore, the game leans into ritual-based fear. Whispered chants, eerie processions, locked shrines, and ancient texts that hint at cycles of sacrifice and rebirth. The island itself changes over time, reflecting your progress and your choices. Gameplay focuses on exploration, stealth, and limited confrontation. Weapons are rare and fighting is discouraged. Most of the tension comes from managing your visibility, noise, and spiritual presence. Certain areas require ceremonial actions to enter safely, forcing players to engage with the island's belief systems to survive. The world is semi-open, encouraging non-linear discovery. You might stumble upon a ritual in progress or a ruin that reconfigures itself when the tide rises. Time and weather affect both the environment and the story, with key events only accessible under specific conditions, adding replayability and unpredictability. Visually, the game uses a muted, grainy palette, evoking old coastal photographs and ancient woodcuts.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Fog, firelight, and moonlit water dominate the landscape, creating an atmosphere of isolation that never really lifts. There are no safe zones, only temporary shelter. Slated for release sometime in 2025, Ritual Tides is shaping up to be a horror game that's more about dread than jump scares. It's for players who enjoy unraveling mysteries slowly, decoding lore through the environment, and never quite knowing whether the horror is external or already inside them. Number 12, Ad Infinitum. Ad Infinitum is a psychological horror game
Didn't this
set
come
during
out?
the aftermath of World War I, where trauma, guilt, and nightmare become indistinguishable from reality. Originally released in 2024, the game is
That'd be a
receiving
pretty
a
sick game.
significant next-gen update in 2025,
Oh, okay.
bringing enhanced visuals, refined mechanics, and deeper environmental immersion to PS5 and Xbox Series XS. You play as a German soldier suffering from post-traumatic stress, trapped between two realities: the crumbling walls of his childhood home and the trenches of a war that still haunts him. The game doesn't follow a traditional linear path. Instead, it unfolds like memory, fragmented, looping, and unreliable. The horror here is psychological, layered with symbolism and personal
really?
history.
That's cool.
Monsters aren't emotional to
Okay.
make small sounds, confrontation.
I'm
with
gonna skip this
memory,
one.
With guilt, mid to late 2025, and for players seeking a slow, methodical, and personal. Number 13, Slitterhead.
Oh, what is that game
Slitterhead
called?
is the long-awaited return of Keiichiro Toyama, the original creator of Silent Hill, Siren, and Gravity
Oh.
Rush.
There's no curious on Hill. Okay, wait, now I'm curious.
But instead of psychological horror, Slitterhead dives headfirst into body horror action. Fast, violent, and full of bizarre transformations. Developed by Boca Game Studio, and a strange biological presence infecting the world beneath. You play as a shape-shifting entity, part human, part weapon, tasked with hunting down other creatures hiding in plain sight among the population. Unlike traditional horror games, Slitterhead is an action-forward experience. Combat is fast and brutal, featuring a wide variety of melee and supernatural abilities.
Weird.
Your body becomes the weapon, morphing arms into blades, bursting tendrils from your spine, or unleashing explosive, grotesque attacks mid-combo. Every fight is kinetic and unpredictable. The game plays with the idea of identity. Enemies often begin as normal people, until they suddenly unravel into monstrous forms. The player, too, can switch hosts, inhabiting different bodies to access new skills or perspectives. It's a mechanic that creates tension both in combat and in how the world reacts to you. Musically, the game features an original soundtrack by Akira Yamaoka, reuniting him with Toyama for the first time since Silent Hill. The audio leans into distorted industrial tones, pulsating beneath the chaos and amplifying the surreal violence. Visually, Slitterhead mixes urban realism with extreme body horror.
This guy's a little boring, but like, yeah, he's good. He's a little boring. I hope it's not AI. I hope he just has a really boring voice or he's nervous and it's not just. Yeah. Okay, let me look up that. I assume it's on Steam. So let me just try. Oh, is it out? It came out 2024. It was new games coming out 2025? And the game's already out? What the hell? Yeah, me too. Because the video only came out 4 months ago, so we would have known? It wasn't out yet, right? Unless they were like already remastering it or porting it to a new console, maybe? Is that what he said they were doing? Why does it say dog as one of the tags? Seems kind of cool, but I don't know. That's a game to think about, definitely. This Collective 80, yeah, Directive 8020 looks good. Actually, let me look that up too. Direct. Okay, yeah, this one isn't out yet, thank God. Add to wish list. Yeah, maybe. I'm unsure on that. I think today for this stream we'll just watch some YouTube and chill a bit because like I have no like getting any game up is just gonna take too long.
Minecraft horror.
I'm a little
The
curious on
broken
this.
script. This is a mod. Minecraft horror. Leave it over there. I don't want that. I actually really don't want that. So I have never downloaded non-hostile here. All right, place. I got. Something tells me that you should stay away from me. I don't know why. I am. One Direction. Like explore. No, it's just a. Ain't no way. He's gone. But why? Bro, I just wanted
Weird.
to say hi. Bro, you just got a brick.
Actually, let me check up Super Horror Bro Mike. I wonder what he's doing or what he's done. Has he reviewed any really good horror games that have come out recently? Let's go to Horror Games Explained.
Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here, and in today's
Grey Hill Incident?
Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here, and in today's video, we attempt to survive an alien invasion, as we explore the story and ending of the Grey Hill incident. So sit back, relax, and let's journey into the unknown. Farming community off into the cornfields.
Wait, what's that game? I've never heard of that game. Okay, I gotta stop opening Discord. Grey Recent reviews mostly negative, all reviews mixed. That looks pretty cool. So, the reviews are negative. Why are the reviews bad? I'm curious. A lot of people said this game is like really, really hard. Okay. So a lot of people say the game is really tricky.
Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here, and in today's video we examine...
That's kind of cool though. That looks cool. Hmm. Eight horrifying, scary mobile suits in Gundam.
Welcome and happy Halloween, everyone. Slothcake's here to get you into the spooky mood.
Okay, I'm a Gundam fan. I gotta watch some of this.
Spookiest. And starting off, we're going to be looking at one of Zeon's earliest mobile armors, which is both scary and just that's not why it's on the heat nodders, so he can deliver Zeon's mobile suits is terrifying. And also like them, it's also goof slash. Plus he has minutes. And if your he'll start appearing as terrifying. And also like them,
This thing was in the original cartoon.
Goofy. And on to number 7, we have the Gundam Barbados, but specifically the Lupus Rex. However, every form, if you're a fan of the war, range option, what lies in there, and you can't change that, but you don't know what's gonna come out. Is it the slow but heavily armored Gog, or the quick and nimble air to carve a hole in your block? About 3 times shooting, not so just holding. What are you gonna do? Fight, get away. Recovery?
Yeah, these aren't even really that scary. Shit. I thought they'd be like scary, scary. Because those pictures make it look like there's gonna be like a demon Gundam or some shit. And then really it's like, oh, this one, it looks a little weird. Its mouth is a little too big. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I don't know if I care. Okay, we watched the Angel Engine ones. Man, the suit was good. Yeah, this is a graveyard. It's kind of long. Dash Run was good. Fazbear's Toddler Fun. Did we watch this one? I don't think we did.
But you didn't know what you put me through. What are you talking about, man? This shit's great.
Oh.
Oh. Oh god, I'm uncomfortable. Oh no. Do you guys know you can upload videos with no title? I mean, completely unsearchable videos with no words or anything in the title or description. I think the first time I came across this was a King of the Hill edit. That's no longer on YouTube, but here's the best archive I could find of it. Now imagine you're me, and you just found that at 3 a.m. I don't think scientists discovering aliens on Mars hitting the Quan would be as shocked as I was that night. I've seen worse. So when I heard about this untitled analog horror video, it brought back similar memories, and I was hoping to recapture that feeling. But then, the worst case scenario came to pass. I found out that it was FNAF. No, I'm just tugging your nuts. While I may not like the games, or the books, or the fandom, or anything about the franchise, I can at least give it the dub that it spawned some pretty good analog horror. Whether it's the FNAF VHS tapes from that one guy we don't talk about, to the other FNAF VHS tapes by Baddington, I think that there are really a lot of interesting takes on the story, and it makes you realize that the core elements of this narrative are actually super interesting and creepy when you don't hand it to 5-year-olds. And that's absolutely the case with this video, which is ironic, considering it's about a fictional game for toddlers. We follow grown-up Michael Afton, playing through an unfinished build of Fazbear Toddler Fun, and the ghosts from his pants... His pants? No. The ghosts from his past seem to have infiltrated the machine and are now tormenting him. The presentation story being told here really caught me off guard and unnerved me in a way that I wasn't expecting. First though, some background. I'm going into this video assuming you know the absolute bare bones of the FNAF franchise, because that's the knowledge that I have on the franchise. I'm sorry I haven't gotten laid before, but I'm assuming you know the stories about Shaggy getting into a fursuit, killing some kids, and putting their bodies in fursuits.
Yeah.
A tale as old as the Bible. But if you know absolutely nothing,
I don't think Bible was spelled right there.
Timeline. It covers the series in a fairly concise manner and should give you everything you'll need to know going into this video. I'll still provide context for certain events just for the sake of storytelling, but there may be gaps in lore that I leave out, so if that happens to you and you're confused, then congrats on being a virgin. Now let's get into the video. Before that, I want to say thank you for 16,000 subscribers. The reception of my last video was honestly so heartwarming. I really wasn't expecting people to care so much about my circumstances. I really don't deserve all the love you guys have shown me. I mean, I'm just some dumb asshole editing wet fart number 3 over an image of a chimp. Like, I'm not special. So it really means the world to me that you guys like what I do and keep supporting. And extra special shout out to my channel members on screen now. Alright, now that all that sappy bullshit is out of the way, let's get into it. One thing to note about Untitled Video is that it's actually the 4th part of a series. However, I'm only going to be covering this one since that was the first video that I watched, and I feel like it provides a complete viewing and narrative experience. The other videos are good, they just also have a lot of the same scares as this one, so I feel like my chair shitting experience would have been diminished if I actually watched it in order. There's obviously some continuity details from those earlier episodes, so I'll be sure to bring those up as we go along. We open on one of the most nostalgic sights I've ever seen in one of these videos, a Windows Movie Maker text screen.
It's been 3 weeks since I last played the game. I haven't been able to sleep since then. I've been seeing things. Demons. Figures that move when you stare and are gone when you blink. And every morning I wake up with marks on my body. Last night they scratched my legs. Feels like they're trying to drag me with them. I'm dizzy. I'm confused, but I keep getting sucked back into playing. Jared isn't responding either. Please respond to my emails, Lance. You have to be reading them. Respond back to me.
Initially when I was reading this intro, because of the Windows Movie Maker template and all the typos, I guessed that it was a child making this video, but no. It's clear from the picture that this is a grown man, like no 5-year-old is growing leg hair like that. So the fact that this opening message is so sloppily written really sells how frantically he's getting this out. Like he's typing this shit out faster than my comment section pointing out my fat, juicy cheeks. From here you should know that our POV character for most of this video is Michael Afton, the son of William Afton, Springtrap.
I think I've seen this one.
This video, Jared and Lance, are his friends that appear in the FNAF 4 Night 5 minigame. The friends that stood by and laughed as Michael would make the biggest mistake of his life. They played the game in previous episodes and now, it's Michael's turn. A message pops up on screen too fast to read. For Joseph. We'll come back to this message later, but you should know the name of the ghost in the machine here is Joseph. Michael gets into the game proper, where a very cute Freddy greets us. Seriously, I just want to pinch his little cheeks. He's quickly interrupted though.
Looking for someone, Fazbear?
It's
about time you
Foxy!
showed up.
Foxy, can you like fully get into frame, Foxy? Why are you like popping in as a force ghost? Oh, okay. I spoke too soon.
What the hell?
You just got here after all. Let's make things a little more adventurous.
Bring out the balls and chains. Some whips, some leathers. A treasure map works too. You know, you can bring anything into the bedroom, honestly. Whoa. Tea. This is a good game.
That was your map to
Okay. I bet this builds somewhere really good, but I want something scarier. I don't know, I wasn't vibing with it. Let's go watch. How much people still live here? I was enjoying this one, but I kind of didn't pay attention as good as I should have. Oh no, T.
So I just watched a series that made me go. I really fucking hurt myself doing that. So I've talked about a lot of different internet horror series on this channel. Some good, some bad, some straight up silly. But throughout my long and illustrious 3 months of making videos, there's one man that has been in my crosshairs for a very long time now. Kane Pixels. Creator of the Backroom series, The Oldest View, and now his newest series, People Still Live Here. Unfortunately, because of when I started making videos, everything I had made up until that point had already been covered to death, so I didn't really see a point in throwing in my 2 nuts. But now he's released this new series, and it's probably some of his most cryptic work yet. There are so many tiny little details, references to real life events, concepts, locations, cultures. If I were to compile everything myself, my head would turn to gravy. So I had to do the one thing a man only does at his lowest point. I had to ask Redditors for help. No, for real. I have to give a huge shout out to the Kane Pixels subreddit. A ton of people have poured over these videos and have picked out a lot of the real world references in the series, and I was able to use a lot of that info from there as a starting point for my own research. So everybody say thank you, Redditors.
That's pretty sick.
Now everybody wipe the vomit from your mouths. And let's get into the series. A haunting, distorted melody drones on in the background. A tie dangles from a string. Gears and pulleys whir as the agonized eyes of an old man look up to meet the cold gaze of a maniacal automaton. As he closes his eyes, he thinks back to the vast blue sky as a sped-up dialing noise can be heard in the background. And as the sky fades to black, the old man passes into the great beyond. This is Saywell. So yeah, this is probably the most cryptic way you could start a new series. Just 2 minutes of an old man dying? I could see that going down to my local Perkins. This episode becomes more important though as the series goes on, so we'll start an analysis here. For one thing, the automaton we see blinking in this video is actually a gag gift called the Laughin' Head. She giving me head till I'm laughing. But basically, it's a tiny little head that you mount on your wall, and when you pull the string, it squirts some water and yodels at you. She pulling my string till I'm squirting. Who keeps saying that? But that's like the source of the song we hear in the background, that being In Muschenstein Hofbrauhaus. Basically the classic yodeling song you're all probably familiar with. But it's honestly a really neat forced perspective trick Kane does here. With how the camera is angled, along with the context of Kane's previous work, it tricks your mind to immediately assuming that this face is massive, when it's really only about the size of my two nuts. So really what we're likely watching is the old man pulling the string one last time, and the yodeling becomes slow and distorted as consciousness fades out. And from his deathbed, or wherever he is, his last experience on this earth is looking up at this tiny head grinning maniacally, and I guess also squirting on him, but we don't need to get into his kinks. And then there's that strange ringing tone at the end.
Weird.
So here we have the main bulk of the series, this late 90s, early 2000s PC game called People Still Live Here. And this is where the details to analyze go off the fucking rails, and that starts even before we hit play. In the description, we find an image link, and opening it we get this, a newspaper clipping with an obituary for Clifton J. Saywell, the old man we saw pass away in the previous video. There's a lot to dissect here, but you know I'm gonna keep you edging. This interactive video game is a comprehensive reconstruction of the events experienced and documented by Clifton J. Saywell between 1934 and 1946. This game was made in his honor.
Weird.
There's that song again.
You lie awake, unable to take your mind off what you discovered out in the swamp. Tomorrow, you will return to that place. Do you remember the overgrown man from when you were a child? He said you must go to the meadow alone. You always wondered what he meant by that.
I do remember the overgrown man from my childhood. My uncle was hung. Who said that? Oh, we're in Shrek Swamp! Did you just immediately turn around to see if there was an Easter egg? That is such a gamer move. I love that. Man, 2025 graphics have really come a long way. Our player character enters this hut where we see this almost altar-like entrance with a spiral symbol in the middle. This could perhaps be alluding to the ancient spiritual significance of spiral symbols, representing big concepts like growth, enlightenment, and evolution. There's also a weird little pimple sticking out in the top left corner that almost looks like a security camera. Kinda like the ones in Walmart that watch me get turned off to Josh in aisle 6. Regardless, the player presses onward and enters the doorway at the bottom of the stairs. Well. We're back, boys. Clifton J. Saywell, 80, of Bridgewater, died on Saturday, February 12, 1994. Born in Bridgewater on February 8, 1914, he was the son of the late Edward and Mary Holmes Saywell. A lifelong resident of the area, he is remembered for his sharp mind and unique outlook on life. He pursued mathematics professionally after World War II, working as a human computer for local firms and government projects, and then as a rate analyst for New England Telephone. He spent his later years in the care of his family members, particularly his niece Ann Timmerman. A quiet and introspective man, he was often walking near the edges of Hockomock Swamp or sitting on the porch at the Bridgewater Public Library with a small notebook in hand. He is survived by his nephew, Michael Saywell of Frederick, Maryland, along with several other nieces, nephews, and extended family members. He was predeceased by his sister, Margaret Hartman, and his brother, Edward Saywell. A burial service, officiated by Reverend Mark Howard, will take place on Saturday, February 19th at Old St. Thomas Aquinas Cemetery, where Mr. Saywell will be laid to rest alongside his parents. Memorial contributions may be made. So it seems like the old man we saw pass away in the first video was actually this Clifton J. Saywell fella. There's a lot of details in this obituary that will become relevant as the series goes on, but I want to start with the image file itself because
So,
the attention to
is this
detail
like someone's
insane.
afterlife?
If we take a look at the metadata for this image, we can
I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna get some water. But does that mean that he's dead? Basically, is that what I'm trying to pick up with this? That this is like the dude's like in heaven or something? But it says the game's based on like part of his life, which is weird. Or just getting water. One second.
See
Okay,
that
I'm
this
back.
newspaper was scanned in 2005 by a Lucas Timmerman, and if you'll remember, Saywell in his later years was mostly taking care of Billy's niece, Ann Timmerman, so Lucas Timmerman was potentially Ann's husband, or more likely her son, based on the time gap. And I'll just say now, I believe that it's this Lucas who is our POV character throughout these gameplay videos, based on the year this image was scanned, corresponding with the year of gameplay footage. So from now on, I'll be calling the player Lucas. And dude, I just gotta say, this shit made me feel like an actual hacking god. Like, I thought it was weird to go through so much effort to create a newspaper clipping with a bunch of other random shit that seemingly had no relevant information, when he could have just written the obituary in the description. You can even see some text bleeding through from the other side, which I did try to manipulate to read, but it was just more random bullshit. So when I decided to check the metadata of the image, I felt like I was a private investigator, jacking into the Matrix, analyzing source code, solving crimes, and I was so excited to share my findings with the subreddit, only to find out that I had figured out that part weeks ago. Shit. But it was from them that I found out there were some GPS coordinates in the metadata, which if you plug into a Maps app just puts you in the middle of this random park in Bridgewater. It is somewhat near Hockomock Swamp mentioned in the obituary, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to be gleaming from this. If you have any other ideas, leave it in the comments. Speaking of the swamp, it's clear that the location we spawned in is a representation of Hockomock Swamp, a place that held a lot of significance for early Native Americans, specifically the Wampanoag tribe, the name Hockomock even meaning the place where spirits dwell, and it was apparently used as a sacred burial ground, so wherever the end of this tunnel leads, that context should be kept in mind. Oh shit, we're already here. That was a fancy ass door knock. Did you see that shit? We exit the hallway and are greeted with a sight we all yearn for deep down. The Windows XP start screen, a wide open meadow, rolling hills as far as the eye can see. And we get our objective for the game. Find all 3 items and leave before sunset. A wampum, a shell bead made by early Native Americans as a memory aid, or way for keeping records. A pocket watch, used to keep track of time. And an air compressor? Yeah, I got nothing for that one. Lucas presses on, staring at some Dr. Seuss-ass looking horns, and quickly finds the first item. The watch is sitting on a picnic blanket, somewhere you spend time with someone you love, but with the watch being here, perhaps Saywell's time was too taken up by something else to spend much of it here. His obituary didn't mention any spouse or children after all. Let's fucking go, dude. We're making great progress. 2 out of 3, man. This is a world record speedrun if I've ever seen it. This guy's truly a god gamer. By this time tomorrow, he'll already have a cheated speedrun controversy. I will say the wide open, just hills and blue-ass sky is very intimidating, foreboding. Oh man, this is a nice old house, man, fucking Mural and Eustace really spruced up the place. Really hit me with the fucking house. Entering this house, we see several paintings, the largest of which being The Blind Leading the Blind, a painting adaptation of Matthew 15:14. Leave them. They are blind guides. If the blind lead the blind, both will fall into a pit. This is the second reference we have now to enlightenment, or lack thereof in this case. There's also a painting of a Swiss alpine boy, perhaps another link to the yodeling motif throughout the series, as well as a painting of a stairway leading to a door. This could be depicting the entrance we took to get to the meadow, but it's hard to say. It could also be a stairway to heaven, but we'll get back to that later. There's also an RGB pixel sticking out of the ceiling. Whoever owns this place has some weird-ass decor. Like, if it were me, I would install at least 5 flat screens, replace these stupid-ass paintings with ugly white walls, have a chandelier in the shape of the Rizzler, and I think that would make this house a home. Anyways, after looking around, we find a note scribbled on the desk, telling us where to go next, so we proceed onward. Thanks for the help, Eustace, Muriel. Hope the crack addiction is treating you well. Maybe a side tangent, but does anyone know if Eustace had a job? Like, I know they owned a farm, but did they ever do work for in exchange for money? Ooh, lovely little fountain. Oh, that's the wampum. If I butchered that, please shoot me in the head. If there's any way for you guys to just hire a hitman instantaneously, send him back in time to my house and have just a red dot right here, that would be fantastic. Every time I mispronounce something or make a mistake in a video, just like send a hitman back in time to execute me on the spot.
Yeah, guys, every time I'm late to scream, send a hitman back in time to kill me on the spot. I would die for like the first stream I ever did.
It really looks like a headstone. Was the puzzle really just that, like, hey, go this way to the only other building in this fucking 5 billion square foot vista? We walk through the empty meadow silently, but then this happens. Oh god, not the fucking Evangelion train sound. I always hated those scenes. Where the fuck are we going, bro? What the motherfucking hell is this?
Oh, what the fuck? What was that?
There seems to be a Japanese crossbuck that is just roaming around at the speed of sound. It doesn't seem to pay us any mind for now, so Lucas tries going after it, but it's long gone. You're jaywalking, sir! I'm going to be performing a citizen's arrest! Yeah, you better run, bitch. Oh, we're in Amazon Fulfillment Center. You know what? It's about time video games started properly portraying reality. I've been saying it for years. We don't have enough games set in Amazon Fulfillment Centers. You can quote me on that. I've said that in every single video I posted. Oh god, we're locked out. We're locked out, no! Let me in! Let me in! I want to be employed. Please. Is it like one of those things where you have to go into a thing and then like come back in from underground? So one of those. Yes, it is. You see, I just know video games too well. I'm just too much of a god gamer. Here we are. Finally, employment. I'm breaking through the glass ceiling. Breaking the cycle of poverty in my family. Now how the fuck do I get in? We made it, boys! We did it! We're employed! That is an evil ass company logo if I've ever saw one. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's a W for Wumbo. I really didn't think anything of it at the time, but that company logo actually seems to be that of Equinix, one of the world's largest digital infrastructure companies. So this facility is actually a massive data center, harboring and transmitting internet data from all over the world. Weird. Lucas pokes around for a bit until we get what I consider to be one of the most unnerving moments in this video. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad that happened, frankly. For this entire video, there's not been a single cut or break in the gameplay, but for whatever reason, here, the video freezes, and then cuts to him already moving on from the door. Whatever happened when Lucas opened that door, we're not allowed to see. Either the video corrupted for that very specific moment, or, more terrifyingly, Lucas edited the video himself, thinking whatever was behind there was better left unseen.
Weird. Interesting, though.
Oh man, I can finally take these heavy-ass things off. Hey, you're not supposed to be back here! Moving on. Lucas reaches the data hall when this happens. Oh, the garage door opening is so nostalgic to old video games.
Thank goodness. Finally someone has opened the door.
Who are you?
I've been stuck in this room forever.
What were you doing in here?
The shepherd's not mad, is he? I was just trying to look at the computers to see where my favorite people were moved to. It's been a long time since I've read Computer Works, though, so I can't figure out how to get their location out of the machine.
Well, you're just a waste of life, aren't you?
I think it's time for me to go home. Thank you for opening this door.
Yeah, keep it moving, Buster. Come on, you're on company property. And I better see you clocking out on your way out. Hey, I'm not seeing you going towards that time punch. So this guy was snooping through the data hall to try and find out where his favorite people were moved to, but got stuck. Is now worried about the shepherd being mad at him? Well, this may at first seem to allude to some sort of religious theme. A shepherd is actually a tool commonly used in Linux machines, as well as in data centers. It manages background processes and makes things run more efficiently, so whatever this meadow is, it seems to run off something akin to digital architecture. But this game is supposed to be depicting events between 1934 and 1946, so what the hell is any of this doing here? It doesn't make any sense. God damn it. See, this is what we get when we hire crack addicts from behind the Waffle House. No good. So, I guess this world is being run by someone called the Shepherd? Or maybe that's just the owner of this company? I really don't know. Oh, well, this guy was fine. He had cans of food. He could have lived in here for at least another 14 years.
Some means that he was stuck there for a while.
Yeah? Me? No, you want the other guy.
Over here.
No, I have nothing to do with this. I don't know what you're going on about.
You're not going to tell anyone I was here, are you?
I mean, if you ask nicely and give me like $400,000.
But I would really appreciate it if you didn't. I don't want people to think I'm spying on their thoughts. I wouldn't do that. It is important to...
Hey!
Yo, he got stolen.
He was the best of all of us. Damn, he's really just fucking taking him. He fucking swiped his ass. Damn, we didn't even have a fucking millisecond to hit him with the swiper, no swiping. God damn. It seems like people going rogue and breaking the rules is very frowned upon in this world, and it seems that these crossbucks are some sort of avatar of the shepherd, executing swift justice in his name. Naturally, we don't want to stick around for much longer, so we head back to the starting area. Boom boom. Boom boom. Is there something? Is that something in the distance? I swear to God, I saw something in the distance. This is not a good sign. Oh God, wait, no, wait, there was something in the distance. It's Mad Ray. Oh God, we fucking broke his ankles though. That's some crazy tech. I even just spit. What is this ending screen? The center looks normal, but then what the hell's going on behind it? We see drips of red that almost look like blood and a hint of blue stripes, and oh my God, it's that guy's corpse! The shepherd is fucking gnarly, dude, just proudly displaying the corpse of a heretic at the end of this children's game. Maybe I'll start doing that in my videos. Every time someone leaves a hate comment, I just end the video with a hyper-realistic depiction of their corpse, and you know what? Now that I say that out loud, it makes me sound like a serial killer.
Interesting. Oh, this looks like really hyper-realistic.
Oh God, it's the road signs. Oh God, they're multiplying this for them now. Oi, love. You've crossed to the wrong side of town here. Hand over the trousers, and no one has to get hurt. Alright, we're back, boys. Favorite game of all time. Top 10. Top 40. We have new objects to collect in Day 2. A feather, an important symbol to Native Americans, representing a connection to the Creator. A sundial, once again a means of telling time. And a bowling ball? With this, I think I can start to piece together the significance of the objects we're collecting. The first object seems to always be something of spiritual importance, specifically relating to Native American culture. It's possible that during Clifton's time spent around Hockomock Swamp, he may have looked into the history of the area and ended up adopting a lot of Native American beliefs and spirituality. The second object is always something that tells time, perhaps alluding to Saywell's mortality, or perhaps alluding to the time distortion that seems to be happening in the meadow. And the third objects might seem random at first, but I think this may actually be related to Clifton's hobbies, his worldly pleasures. Bowling is obviously something that an older guy would enjoy, and one of the most common uses for small compressors is to power small airbrushes, which, as an army guy, I could imagine him building and painting up army model kits, cars, Gundams, anime waifus. That might be a stretch, but it's honestly the only connection I can see at this point in the story. Anyways, moving on to the gameplay, we very quickly notice that the world has either been shuffled around or we've spawned in a different area. Someone took our picnic blanket! God, can't leave shit out here in Detroit. We make our way towards the hot air balloon in the distance, passing this wishing well on the way there. For visual use only. Did someone kill themselves by jumping into the well? What the fuck? I think someone just...
That's like down the road.
I didn't mean to use the phrasing there, but I believe someone committed sewer slide.
Did they? Wait. What happened there?
distance, passing this wishing well on the way there. For visual use only. Did someone kill themselves by jumping into the well? What the fuck? I think someone just sorry YouTube gods, I didn't mean to use the phrasing there, but I believe someone committed sewer slide. Are those people? It is a person! Yo, Baldy's got work as a balloon salesman!
Bad news, buddy. These are my last balloons. I'm gonna have to keep them to myself.
You fucking son of a bitch. I'll kill you.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know Anne the painter, would you? I'm her biggest fan, but she won't let me have any of her paintings because she's mad about the color of my balloons.
What's wrong with it?
Tell you what, if you can get me one of her paintings, I'll call my fire balloon down and you can have whatever's inside. Sound like a deal?
I'll shake on that. I'm shaking on it. And the painter is upset about the colors of his balloons. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. Huh. I'll rob her a whole art gallery. I'm robbing her blind right as we speak. That bitch won't know what hit her. Oh, it's a little bard. I think. What's she doing? Making me feel like sculptures of Stonehenge? Oh, is it like solar power? Your solar panel arrangement is all kinds of fucked up. Nah, you know, my company will do you better. Let me sell you on solar real quick. Ooh. Is he gonna say anything to us? He's just gonna keep serenading us. You don't have to keep playing, bro. I'm already in love. Get that cock down here, baby boy. I'm gonna suck it right off your body.
He's gonna talk to you?
Must bounce on it. Crazy style. Looking into the hay bale, we play a Minesweeper minigame in order to find the sundial in the haystack. What's in the hay bale? Search for the item. Oh god. Oh, it's Minesweeper! No! Oh, I never understood Minesweeper. Oh my god, fuck. Is there a mine in this hay bale? Are we just gonna blow up if we guess wrong? And every time Lucas is a dumbass and fails, a lamb pops up and chops at him. Clearly another illusion of the shepherd. Ah! I got goated! He's biting my dick off! And I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about Minesweeper. My head is filled with too much gravy. But it seems like neither does Lucas. Clearly this person is either too old to know how to play Minesweeper or too young. He eventually fumbles his way through though, and we're rewarded with that is a fucking tongue twister. And we're rewarded with a sundial. Well, this can't be good. And the boys, what have you done with Rolf's sundial? That's a horrible Rolf impression. Hold on, I can do better. I know I can. And the boys, what have you done with Rolf's sundial? You disgrace the son of a shepherd. Leave Rolf's barn now, and the boys. Schmaggle a whore. Your cabbages are overgrown and your cucumbers are soft. Life has many doors, Ed boys. Rolf wishes to be a barber. Can you believe that's the same voice actor as Goku? Fucking Rolf. Ann Hessen, Garden Spire, 2 kilometers. Oh, that's the painter. I'm trying so hard not to make a reference to He Who Shall Not Be Named. I'm trying so hard right now. If you know who I'm talking about, comment below, but I'm trying so hard not to make a reference right now because I reference him in every fucking video.
Oh god, I don't even know who it is.
Garden archways. If we walk through them, do we get a prize? I wonder how many days this game has. Is it like... I would assume like 5 days. Like 5 Nights at Freddy's. 5 Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Do you guys like when I just say shit? Do you guys like when I'm just the most insufferable person known to man? Is that enjoyable to you people?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a little gazebo. I have the painter will be in there. Oh shit, multiple gazebos. God damn. Damn, I didn't know this game was chill like that, just giving us multiple gazebos. Actually, I'm pretty sure these are like full houses. Red, green, and blue. Roy G. Biv, as scientists would call it. I was just saying shit here, but I might have actually stumbled on a connection. These houses belong to Anne the Painter, and they're in RGB, red, green, and blue, while the man's balloons, whose colors she'd rather see in a mass grave, are CMYK. We'll come back to this in a little bit. Oh, now this is a proper gazebo. This is nice. There she is! There's a painting behind her!
Look at you intruding upon my personal space. Can't you see I'm in the middle of an illustration? No matter. I've been struggling to complete this piece for a long while. Could it be that you're the assistant the shepherd promised me? I was beginning to think he had forgotten.
Yeah, I'm the
Let's
assistant,
test your
alright.
artistic eye.
Okay.
Where did my last portion of lime green paint go?
I'm sorry, what was that? You use the arrow keys to place the green paint. Okay, yeah, I got you. Ooh.
My goodness, that is just magnificent work.
Isn't it?
It looks just like
I have an artistic eye. I don't know if I've told you this. I actually went to art school.
I'd like you to go pick out a painting of mine to keep. I store them over there inside of the blue bandstand.
Oh, we're just stealing from her. Hell yeah.
Go on now.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you. We're robbing her blind, boys. Painting's all ours.
Yeah, it really
Walking
is.
Snail's pace to get there, but slowly but surely, we will rob her blind. Oh, feather. We already got 2 out of 3 items. Do we even need this man's balloons? Which one do I want? Do I want the one with or without the spire? The spire does add to the, it is very compositionally placed. Very, very lovely. Can we take more than one? Oh, there's a trap door. That... Yo, we're finding secrets! And what do you do in this? What do you do here? Oh, wait, is this attached to the well? Oh, this is gonna 100% go back to the well, isn't it? Okay, there's a river. You know, this is a prime location to start introducing enemies to the game, like, you know, skeletons, rats, goblins. I'm just saying, man, there's lots of opportunities here. The sky is truly the limit for what could be in this game, and I do mean that metaphorically, of course. We are moving forward, slowly but surely. Actually, no, we just turned around. What are you, scared? Fucking pussy.
Yeah, this is getting weird.
Yeah, it is just pitch blackness.
Oh shit, what the hell does that mean?
Hi! Sorry about the yodeling back there. She was laughing on my head till I squirted. Never mind that though. We don't have a lot of time before the shepherd comes for us. I want to tell you what I think is really going on here. This meadow, on the surface, appears to be a digital world where people's consciousnesses are being uploaded, and they're now living their lives devoted to this computer program known as the shepherd. But I don't think it's that simple. We have to remember who we're talking about here. Kane is a 19-year-old artist who does not follow the mold. He intentionally makes decisions that make his stories appear as one thing, but the real explanation is far more complex. Take the Backrooms series. The most obvious answer is the simulation theory, where the entire world is a simulation and Backrooms are just a byproduct of that, but he's been adamant that that's not the real answer, not even close. So I don't think the obvious answer is here either. Clearly the meadow is a location that exists outside of space and time, but We're 3 for 3 on Kane Pixel's liminal spaces, so what's different about this one? Well, it's in the title. People still live here. This world isn't just a barren wasteland. There are people seemingly living normal lives. So then, what are they doing here? How did they get here? What even is this place? Well, you know about dead internet theory? It's the idea that the internet will one day be comprised of mostly bot and AI activity, and it will become virtually impossible to actually interact or consume content from another human online. Like, you'll think you're commenting on a post by Drew Peacock, but it's actually a synthoid named BBL8=D. The thing I don't see often discussed about the dead internet, though, is that what happens to the work that's left behind? There are billions upon billions of posts, videos, pictures posted by real people, and in the theoretical dead internet, those things are still there, just drowned out by the waves of bots. I think that's kind of what the Meadow is at this point. You work on the land, and so you work for the land, and in return, the land accepts you. The Meadow is a graveyard, an afterlife, not necessarily for people's souls, but what those people left behind, the way they chose to live their lives and impact the world. And I think that's why there's so many different cultural influences here, from Native American to German to Western to even Japanese. You may think your work is finite and conclusive when the time comes to depart, but the land will always remember what you gave to it, and in time, you and your work will live on through the land. I think that's what this Meadow is meant to be, but there's a problem. The Shepherd. This looming figure who acts as a cold computer program, setting rules and executing those who don't stay in line. It doesn't really seem to fit in with this idea of an afterlife built on what people give to the land. Here's my theory, though. I don't think the Shepherd is supposed to be here. He's not a natural part of this ecosystem. Think about it. If this place is acting as an afterlife for what people gave to the land, what bigger thing could there be besides your mom? Besides the internet? Much like bots and AI will drive out human-made content on the internet, I believe that the Shepherd, likely brought here along with the Equinix data center, is attempting to snuff out and control what came before him, moving people, killing people, creating data centers and having access to people's minds. It seems like this entity has active contempt for those who still cling on to human concepts like friendship, spirituality, mortality, or even handmade art. And don't get me wrong, it's not doing so maliciously. That's just what it was programmed for, to manage processes and make things run efficiently, and there's nothing more inefficient than humanity. Now that it's been released as this physical entity in this afterlife, it's following its programming in the most destructive way possible. The man from the data center was punished harshly because he wanted to know where his favorite people were moved to, likely moved by the Shepherd. We hear Anne, someone who's loyal to the Shepherd, express disdain for the balloon salesman because of the colors of his balloons. He uses the printed primary colors of cyan, magenta, and blue, as opposed to the clearly superior digital primaries of red, blue, and green. To me, it really does seem as though this land is in complete disorder when Saywell visits, but then, in the footage from Graveyard, everything is much more calm and serene. The once lively patrolman of the Shepherd now static and unmoving, only able to occasionally make noise. So it's likely that we'll see Saywell take down the Shepherd and restore balance to the land. Because despite this entity doing everything it can to make this world run as efficiently as a machine, people still live here, and they have a right to enjoy their afterlife freely. Saywell is going to be fighting in World War II at some point between visits, so we could just see him pull up fully strapped, Hansel style, just hit the Shepherd with the Biden blast. Again though, this is all just my personal theory on the series. There's obviously still a lot of holes. Like, why are Saywell and the cameraman from Graveyard able to enter despite not being dead? Why does the Shepherd only attack us when the sun goes down? Who threw themselves down the well? What the fuck are these things? There's a lot that I just can't explain with the pieces we have right now, so I'm just giving the broad strokes. Anyways, it's getting late, bro. We gotta get a move on.
How long ago was this? 4 months. There's got to be something from that story.
Oh god, wait, no, we're running out of time. Oh god, the day's almost over. Oh god, no, we gotta leave. Yep, just get out. Is Anne gonna be mad that we saw her secrets? Is Anne gonna be mad that we now know that she killed a man? Oh yeah, the sun's setting. We are running out of time. That traffic crossing sign is gonna be coming right into our ass. And it is gonna feel so good. What? We keep saying shit. I think we might actually fail this day. We might actually see the fail condition. Oh no. That can't be good. That cannot be good. Yeah, we're gonna fail. We are not gonna win the day. Oh no!
Oh God.
No! What the fuck does that mean? Oh God, we are cooked, bros. It's fucking over for our ass. You might as well just drop your pants and spread open right now, because the shepherd is coming right in. Blue says his father's not even there anymore. Probably went home to be with his family. What is that? Oh no, we're not gonna make it. Oh, come on. What? God, fuck. What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, we just gotta go back to the castle. There's no other choice. We just gotta cut our losses. Unless the bowling ball just happened to be like right at the beginning and we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh God, we're not gonna be able to get back in though. We don't have all the items. Oh, I guess we did. Yeah, we made it.
Huh.
Well, I need a new pair of pants. We finally see the shepherd attack us himself, and he is terrifying. This towering. We obviously went on a massive detour with the aqueduct underneath and shed, which ate up time that we would have otherwise used crushing our nuts with the bowling ball. So it makes you wonder how much of what we see in the game is how Saywell experienced it, and how much of it is being seen through the lens of the game devs, and then again through the lens of our player character. But with that, that is all current episodes of
Okay, wait, there's people still live here. There's Graveyard. There's people still live here day 2 gameplay. And then there's Sunshine? Weird.
Shinji's father is a scientist.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Anyway, though, I do think I'll get going for the night. I think I'll see you guys all. It'll have to be Thursday, sadly, because I'm working evening, so I just like don't have any time to stream. Anyway, though, yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out and vibing, even though this was kind of a mess of a stream. I appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you next time. It'll be good. We'll have it better planned. Of course. Well, already I already picked the game, so we're doing okay then. Bye. I love you and bye-bye.